Shortly after Brian tragically expired, Tony Sirico, best known for his role as Paulie in The Sopranos, took over as the family dog when he played Vinny.
Well, Vinny, welcome to our home.
All right, this is good. This is good. Hey, you guys got a good bang of broadcasts, you know that?
While Vinny's appearance in the house during season 12 was short-lived, Tony made another appearance in season 13 as himself. Chris needs to pass his history class if he's to pass the 9th grade. So, Stewie and Brian take him on an educational trip through space and time.
And Italy before pasta.
Hey!
Oh!
Vowel sound!
They were always a ridiculous people.
After Stewie makes fun of Italians, Tony makes an appearance to let them know how angry he is in a hilarious cameo.
Hey, family guy, you're lucky I got a man of gut in the oven. All right, bash your face into a bowl. That's 2 cans of food. That's how angry I am.
Number 9, Conway Twitty.
Yikes, looks like I need a distraction. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
Whenever the citizens of Quahog need a distraction, they just need to introduce this American country musician to buy themselves at least a couple of minutes of airtime. Conway Twitty became somewhat of a running joke through the series. Characters were free to randomly cue him up to sing one of his songs.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Beeman.
He's made infamous appearances in episodes like The Juice is Loose and Lois Comes Out of Her Shell, and even became Darth Twitty for the Star Wars special.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Darth Twitty.
The piece might have initially been funny to audiences due to how surreal his inclusion was, but the gag was used so frequently that even the show began to acknowledge the joke was getting old.
That's the problem with this world. Too many people go overboard with what they believe. Like Quagmire, when he thought he was the one getting the spin-off.
See you later, bitches. Have fun with your stupid goddamn giant chicken jokes and your Conway Twitty.
Hey, why is there a moving truck outside Cleveland's house?
Number 8, a mature casting joke. As the show gets on in age, it sometimes starts to dabble in meta-humor. This was exactly the premise for season 16's Emmy-winning episode.
Family Guy has been around since 1999, and whenever it's time for the Emmys, they don't give us one. I'm sick of it.
Well, I'm not making another episode with The Simpsons. What did that get us? I'll tell you what it got us. More ink for The Simpsons.
During the episode, the family pulls all the stops to try and win at least one television award. They even include a live-action chicken fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy this spectacular live-action chicken fight starring Ty Burrell. Good night.
The Family Guy formula gets drastically shaken up as they parody other award-winning shows in various categories. Peter even tries to win Best Casting by bringing in Asa Akira, a performer known for more adult-oriented films.
Have you done anything like this before?
Never. This is my first time.
All right, now a lot of these scenes are going to be you interacting with someone else, so I'll just come around and read with you. Now, since I'm holding the camera, I'm going to need some help with my cup.
The scene's premise and dialogue is loaded with double entendres. It's such a risque live-action cameo that even Peter comments on it.
It's back this way. And who was that Asian girl on the couch?
I think you know who that was.
Number 7, Real Time with Bill Maher.
Actually, Dana, if I may, I have some insight on this. Bill, do you mind?
Go, dog.
Brian has been a self-proclaimed writer for a long time, but it wasn't until Stewie helped him write Wish It, Want It, Do It that he started to get some recognition. As he tours with the book release, his ego starts to get the better of it. His newfound bravado leads to his downfall when Bill Maher invites him onto the show.
Aren't Wish It and Want It really the same thing in your book? Basically, makes 3 points to
Brian proceeds to get torn down with this attitude.
Hello?
Isn't exactly rabbit.
Let me hear.
It's hilarious to see Brian's world crashing down.
Can you lower it down a little bit, please?
Intoxicated Brian makes out with Meg.
Can you lower it down a little bit?
Spends the rest of the episode trying to insist that he's just not into it. But Meg
Yeah, that's
doesn't
fine.
seem to hear Brian's pleas.
What's that, Brian? Oh, you were just kidding. I know you were.
How long have you been playing Fortnite for?
And you love me.
I don't play that much. I just play because my cousin plays.
In order to really get her to listen,
I play Warzone.
Garrett Morris.
I don't. I play Arc Mobile. I play Minecraft too on PS4.
I will never be attracted to you.
Good dog. Let's go.
Whatever Brian says to Meg, Morris repeats while screaming as loud as he can in a nod. It's a bizarre camera.
Let me get a gun. I'll go for you.
Peter takes a trip. Whenever a cartoon series makes it big, there's always a segment.
I sent you a friend request. So if you accept it, that means
In local news, a new drug craze may have co-op students licked. It's called.
it's called a friend request because if you request them as a friend, then it's a friend.
Okay. I'll add you in a bit.
When they think he might be licking hallucinogenic toads. Peter decides to recount his own experience with questionable substances. This flashback leads to a brief visual of him sitting on a park bench in the real world.
Everything I see.
I am freaking out.
Whether
Super
you find
Sheet.
the actor wearing a costume to look like Peter hilarious or uncomfortable, it's definitely a Family Guy moment you won't forget.
Now, Chris, we told you that was just a very bad dream.
But I remember it. So was a dream.
Number 4. I just had the weirdest dream. When the millennium approaches, Y2K turns the world post-apocalyptic and a list of ridiculous events unfolds. Dangerous people run amok, genetic mutations are commonplace, and Peter becomes mayor of New Quahog. He naturally ends up leading the town into complete ruin.
Where did you get that metal for all those guns?
Recycling. I used the pipes from our irrigation system.
Are you crazy? You destroyed all our water pipes?
We don't need guns, we need food and water.
I have a canker sore on my lip and I keep poking at it with my tongue, but that's only making it worse.
As the family walks away from the disaster, the camera fades to Pam Ewing from the show Dallas. Correct.
Oh, Bobby, I just had the weirdest dream. I dreamt I saw the strangest episode of Family Guy, and there was a giant chicken, and Stewie was an octopus.
Hey, come on now.
She became an infamous part of TV history after revealing that an entire season of the show had been a dream. Here, Pam confides in her husband Bobby and reveals that the Family Guy episode we just saw was just a dream before looking into the camera.
It's all right. Everything's going to be okay. What's Family Guy?
It was a fantastic and funny way to reset the animated world after a bonkers episode. Number 3, a Christmas narrator.
Hi, I'm Ron McFarlane, Seth MacFarlane's father, and I'm here to tell you the story of a very special Christmas in Quahog.
Usually, you don't want your dad saying embarrassing stuff in front of everyone. That doesn't seem to be the case in the McFarlane household.
Hey, you want to hear a real live-action fart instead of one of those fake cartoony ones? We're going to need another pair of pants and another chair.
In a fantastic Family Guy Christmas special, Seth MacFarlane roped his father Ron into narrating The Road to the North Pole. During Brian and Stewie's adventure to eliminate Santa Claus, Old Man McFarlane offers plenty of jokes in between scenes.
As long as I've got all you people watching, does anyone want to buy some pot?
He burps, plays with toys, and offers you some less than legal substances. Honestly, Ron seems like a pretty chill guy. His live-action cameo was an awesome way for Seth to incorporate his family into the show. Number 2, go to sleep, Adam West. Who knew Family Guy could address such complex issues in such a charming way? When Meg gets the mumps, she turns to faith for support. At the same time, Brian tries to get her away from more destructive habits.
But what is there to believe in without God? Where do the answers come from?
Well, that's all part of the human experience. It's what we're here to find out. And I bet you that the real answer to the nature of our existence is going to be more unimaginably amazing than we can possibly conceive.
The two end up having a deep conversation about the nature of their existence. But in the end, the answer is even more ridiculous than you can imagine. It turns out, the entire Family Guy universe takes place in the lampshade of a bedroom shared by Rob Lowe and Adam West.
I swear I heard something. Oh, Adam, we've been over and over this.
There is nothing under your bed. There is nothing in the closet. There are no such things as monsters.
After Adam thinks he hears something, Rob comforts him. They then acknowledge the fact that they're actors in an adorable and hilarious way.
Now, try to go to sleep, because we've got to get up in the morning and make movies. We're big Hollywood actors.
Yeah, we are.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. I'm Dressed Like a Cat. Peter joins Paula Abdul to sing Opposites Attract with a twist.
It ain't fiction,
Just a natural fact.
we come together.
'Cause I'm dressed like a cat.
Brian and Stewie in the real world. Traveling to different universes gets a bit too real.
Brian? This feels weird.
Hit the button.
I'm suing. Alyssa Milano really doesn't like jokes at her expense.
Hey, since I became president, profits have been higher than Alyssa Milano.
What kind of cheap shot, Joel?
I'm suing, I'm on it.
Scott Bakula takes a quantum leap into Quahog. All because Quagmire doesn't recognize himself in the mirror.
This isn't who I am. I looked in the mirror this morning, and it was like I was looking at a man I'd never seen before.
Hi, Scott Bakula.
Number 1, The Worry Song. During a yard sale, Stewie's bear Rupert is mistakenly sold by Brian. They find out where the person who purchased the toy has moved to. But if they're going to get over the mountains of Colorado, they must rent a helicopter. When they don't have enough money for the deposit, they offer a jaunty tune instead.
You may think that song and dance is dated, boring and dry, but you might just learn to like it if you give it a try.
What follows is perhaps the most iconic live-action sequence in Family Guy history. Stewie joins Gene Kelly for The Worry Song, replacing Jerry Mouse from Anchors Away.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. La 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 la. You see? It's easy.
Stewie looks positively joyful as he bounces around to a classic dance number. The piece impressed audiences and the helicopter rental before the duo sets off to find Rupert.
Okay, when it comes to Family Guy, a certain word gets tossed around quite a bit. Cringy. Yes, this is a show that doubles down on the cringe factor more times than not. But what's the cringiest cringe that Family Guy has offered up? Well, Watch Mojo's got the answer. Take a look.
Let me ask you, are you leaking? Because I've been leaking. How old are you?
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 cringiest Family Guy moments. For this list, we'll be looking at the hard-to-stomach moments with the characters from Quahog. We're not saying these scenes are necessarily bad, just that they rely heavily on cringe to deliver humor. A good majority of these scenes will be story-heavy, so expect spoilers ahead. Which Family Guy scenes make you wince? Number 10. How Peter delivers bad news. Sometimes, no news is the best news, especially with how Peter delivers it.
Well, I better tell Cleveland. I got a knack for delivering bad news.
I don't know how to tell you this, Mr. Devaney, so I'll let these guys do it.
In arguably one of the most controversial cutaways in Season 4, Peter recalls how he's amazing at giving bad news. We then cut to him and a barbershop quartet singing an upbeat song to tell an ailing patient that he has AIDS.
You have AIDS. Yes, you have AIDS. I hate to tell you, boy, that you have AIDS. You got the AIDS. You may have caught it when you stuck that filthy needle in here.
Admittedly, the song is kind of morbidly hilarious and catchy, clearly intending to be tasteless. Still, we can't help but shudder imagining what it would be like to receive this kind of news in such a tactless way.
Be sure that you see that this is not HIV. But
Number 9. Everybody spit on Meg. The Griffins are hiding in a panic room while their house is being robbed, but they have the idea of sending Meg down the vents so she can get help.
Meg, go get us some sandwiches.
Wait a minute, that's a great idea. If Meg can get through the vent, she can sneak out and go get help.
Meg doesn't want to do this, but Peter ignores her and tells everyone to spit on her so she'll slide easily down the vents.
Dad, I can't go through the vents.
Yeah, she's right. We need to grease her up so she doesn't get stuck. Everybody spit on Meg.
Stop! 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 Okay, I get.
They do so without question, and then forcibly shove her down the vent. She screams that she hates her family, and honestly, can you blame her?
I hate you all!
We love the Meg being a punching bag dynamic, but sometimes her family can be harsh even by their standards. And her luck in this episode only gets worse from here.
Put my sandwich on whole wheat, please. No. Don't use that mustard. Use the other mustard. Oh, God, Meg, they know you're there. Quick, scrape that mustard off. Use the other mustard.
Number 8. Not taking the high road. Peter is remembering an incident at Michael J. Fox's party when suddenly we cut to him addressing the audience directly.
Hi, I'm Peter Griffin. Now, we were going to show you the actual scene, but it would just make us all sad.
He mentions how they originally planned to do a cutaway gag of Fox accidentally spilling wine all over Peter's shirt, making an obvious jab at the actor's Parkinson's disease.
He said, send me the bill. I mean, actually, that's not how he said it, but, you know, we got there. Anyway, I sent him the bill, and he sent me this check, but I don't think I'm going to be able to cash this.
They had decided not to go through with the showing of the sketch, and then proceeded to show it anyway, completely undoing Peter's speech about taking the high road. We honestly don't expect better class from Family Guy at this point, but even we were kind of shocked when they went through with this one.
I'm glad we took the high road on this one. What's that? Oh, wait, now they're telling me they do want to show it. I really like the finish on this charade. Son of a bitch, what is your problem?
Number 7, Quagmire grooming Meg. Meg has just turned 18, and Quagmire, being the persistent pervert that he is, finally makes his move.
Hey, where's that Pinky going, huh? Where's he going? What's he doing? Get back here. There you go.
He flirts with her, makes her feel special, and does everything he can to get her in the mood for sex. You'd think watching him try to groom his best friend's daughter would be disgusting enough, right? Let's not forget that Quagmire is actually 61 years old, so watching him flirt and get cozy with an 18-year-old is even creepier.
You're 61 years old?
Yes, sir.
The only saving grace of this whole nightmare is watching Peter and Lois show that they genuinely care about Meg's safety, which is a nice change from the usual Meg the Martyr status quo.
I'll tell you something, if he touches my daughter, I'm going to be kicking butts and taking names, and then giving those names to other people whose butts I kick.
Number 6, Brian's crappy favor. While the bottle episode Brian and Stewie is praised for expanding on our favorite dynamic duo's relationship, there's still one infamous scene that's agonizing to sit through.
Did you just crap your diaper?
I got scared when the door closed.
When Stewie soils himself, he asks Brian to clean his diaper by licking it.
I'm not going to be able to stay like this until tomorrow, you know. I don't know what you expect me to do about it.
You don't?
Reluctantly, Brian agrees to do so. And it's just too nasty to watch, even if we don't actually see it. With no music or cutaways, the scene drags on tirelessly, followed by Brian eating Stewie's vomit and, in the extended version, cleaning Stewie's bottom the same way. Suffice it to say, the scene leaves a horrible taste in both Brian's and our mouths.
Got some dessert for you.
You gotta be kidding me.
Come on, it's throw up. You like throw up.
I do like throw up.
Number 5, Quagmire meets The Simpsons. The scene starts off with a fake banner advertising The Simpsons. Then Quagmire comes in trying to get intimate with Marge. Non-consensually, we might add. She ends up falling for him and they go back to her place.
Oh, What do you say we go back to your place for round 2?
Sounds good to me.
Feel like cringing yet? Oh, just wait. Homer then catches them in bed and Quagmire shoots him.
Hey, what's going on here? Ah! Get off my wife!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
He then shoots the rest of the family. Marge, Bart, Lisa, and yes, even little Maggie. All shot dead. Luckily, we only see the outside of the Simpsons' house, so we don't see the actual murders.
Oh no! Who will pay for my saxophone lessons?
But even without seeing it, it's hard to stomach any of it. This being something the show really couldn't get away with today. Number 4, Brenda's relationship. Quagmire's sister Brenda has an extremely violent boyfriend named Jeff, and he's just the worst.
All right, on the way back, I get to pick the radio station because that was awful.
I know, yeah, it was. I'm sorry. Oh God, I hope Glenn's okay. I'm so worried about him.
Shut up and live.
He mistreats her verbally, emotionally, and physically on a daily basis for no reason. And Brenda is so broken and frightened that she takes the abuse without question.
It's really not that bad. It only hurts when I see.
Domestic abuse is one of the worst experiences anyone in real life can endure. While highlighting the issue could have audiences confront it themselves and open a helpful discourse, Family Guy's portrayal of it isn't exactly tactful. Though the conflict ultimately gets resolved, we can't say we want to revisit this episode anytime soon.
So what? I need money for motor oil and wallet chains.
Okay, I'll ask about it Monday. Can I put my 9-pound back on?
No, I'm not done drawing.
Number 3, Pregnant Stewie. Do we really need to spell out why this one is so cringy?
This isn't fun for me.
Just read the title out loud, and that's all you need to know. In a twisted attempt to grow closer to Brian, Stewie impregnates himself with the dog's DNA and gets to experience all the ups and downs of motherhood.
Oh, and while I'm pregnant, I'm going to need you to change the cat litter.
We don't have a cat.
Please don't fight me on this. Oh, my back is killing me. And I've also been experiencing a little morning sickness.
Even if he is a maniacal genius with a thirst for blood, Stewie is still an infant himself. So the idea of him impregnating himself is wrong on so many levels, and the actual birth is horrific even though we don't see it.
They're coming out of everywhere!
Searching for a treatment option that's right for you? If your day is full of reminders of your condition, your doctor may be able to help you find what you're looking for. Ask your doctor about Entyvio or visit Entyvio.com.
Kill me! This hurts too much!
Look, we love Brian and Stewie as a duo, but did we really need to see it escalate to this? Number 2, Peter saves the whale. Peter seems to have a happy talent for taking a bad situation and making it even worse.
This whale beached himself. He needs to get back in the water or he'll die. Step aside, I'll handle this. Give me some room.
For example, he tries to rescue a beached whale with a forklift, only to end up impaling the poor creature. What's that? Not disturbing or disgusting enough for you? How about a full minute of Peter trying to shake a large mammal off the forklift? Though we can't show it all here, it gets impossible to stomach as the poor whale completely falls apart. The beachgoers are rightfully traumatized by this disgusting display, while all Peter cares about is showing off his forklift skills.
Your whale come. Oh, cool shell.
Makes you wonder who suffered worse, the whale or the audience. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few other dishonorable mentions. Brian getting his teeth knocked out. Why wouldn't Peter just let him have the rope? I Need a Jew. Peter and stereotyping do not mix.
Since I can't give her a slap, I need a Jew.
Carter drinking eggnog. Peter manages to make nog way dirtier.
I don't like it. Drink the nog, Connor. I don't want it. Take it, Connor. Take all the nog. No! Yeah, you like that nog. Don't spit the nog out.
Homer and Peter's sexy car wash. Our eyes. Oh, our eyes.
Well, none of these is my car. We promised these scumbags a show.
Number 1, The Cosby Show. Knowing what we know now. The characters are gathered around the TV to watch a new version of The Cosby Show, subtitled Knowing What We Know Now.
We now return to The Cosby
Bill Cosby's name has become synonymous with his indecent assault charges, and it's admittedly hard to look back at his own work and not think about the crimes he's accused of. Though he's certainly ripe for ridicule, this segment makes us almost as bad about laughing at his misfortunes.
I can't get enough of Family Guy characters. And one of my favorite people video on the show is how the furthest thing these folks from most. There have been numerous advertisements for the characters on the show. So you want to take a look?
Welcome to What's Today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest commercials in Family Guy. For this list, we're looking at the most hilarious parodies of ads seen on the long-running cartoon comedy. What's your favorite commercial parody on the show? Number 10, Mentos. Do you remember those Mentos commercials where someone needs a creative solution to a dilemma and somehow gets one by Mentos? Family Guy did their own version in their first season, in a way only they can. Outside of Ford's theater, shot at Abraham Lincoln. He then has an epiphany, takes a Mentos and gets inside. The president to turn around and give him an "oh you yes." This nonsensical scenario reminds us of how much old Mentos ads didn't really make any sense. It was the perfect ad. A Family Guy to take to the extreme in their own way. Fingernails for cash.com. For some reason, almost everyone is familiar with the local cash obnoxious jingle. Family Guy's version featured a man singing along to a piano riff asking to send in your fingernails for cash.
Everyone has fingernails and everyone wants cash. So send us all your fingernails and we'll send you some cash.
Although we'd love to know why they went with this bizarre idea, we can't say it isn't hilarious. Especially the part where a man reveals his intention to build a fort out of fingernails.
Just take the cash and don't ask why we want your fingernails, because we might be building a fort with them. Fingernails for cash.com.
nostalgic perfection. In one of their famous Star Wars specials, Peter's Han Solo takes a moment to go skiing with some friends. We then see a basically shot-for-shot remake of 1991's Steam Juicy Fruit commercial. What's great about this one is that there's no major deviation or satirical jokes. It's just the same commercial animated. Juicy Fruit, the taste of your Nike. You know those inspirational sports gear commercials? Nike is guilty of many of them. And this didn't go unnoticed by our friends at Family Guy.
This greatness doesn't come up usual. Maybe you should come to Fortnite soon.
In Peter's version, he speaks of going the distance, pushing your limits, and taking things one step further. This, of course, results in complete nonsense. It begins with the typical push yourself physically stuff, as Peter goes from running a mile to running a marathon. It then spirals into having 3 families, executing them all, and ending up on death row.
Don't go to school. Remember that who are the families who do with the marathon race. Don't just let him walk out of your life. Take his life from him.
This commercial does an excellent job of parodying the inspirational tone Nike commercials go for, and bonus point to the ending tagline.
Hey, you may not know this, but our folks is Nike.
Number 4. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Any fan of the series is familiar with this one. Al Harrington and his shipping error have resulted in a warehouse full of those tube men often seen flailing wildly outside of car dealerships. Now, he wishes to pass those savings on to you.
Attract customers to your business. Make a splash at your next presentation. Your grandma company. Protect your crops. Confuse your neighbors.
The full commercial highlights the benefits of owning one of these innovative wonders. You can keep grandma company, show your enthusiasm in church, and confuse your neighbors. The thing about this commercial is it really clears up where one can purchase a tube man.
Whatever your wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man needs are. So come on down to Al Harrington's wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man emporium and warehouse. Route 2 in Oikapog.
It also has a Star Wars version.
Intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacle advertising droid. Intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacle advertising droid. Intergalactic proton-powered electrical tentacle advertising droid.
Butterscotch. The 80s and 90s kids will remember the old campaign for an apparently impressive margarine product that featured only a couple's hands. They would gesture towards it, discussing the product and butter their toes. As usual, Family Guy took it to the next level.
Hey, is that new butter substitute?
It sure is. The man asks the woman about the process, and has to get some on his butter knife, only to be refused.
Advil liquid gels provide pain relief that's faster, stronger, and longer lasting than Tylenol rapid release gels. So for fast pain relief, Advil, the pain away.
His extreme response is to stab his partner's hand. Her response is to reveal that she has hepatitis.
Hey, joke's on you, I have hepatitis.
Clearly, the relationship in this version has some serious problems that the couple from the original ads didn't. Number 2, Pepperidge Farm. Pepperidge
episodes where Family Guy took on a sensitive topic or a controversial issue. What serious issue tackled by Family Guy stood out to you? Number 10. Chris dates a girl with Down syndrome. In this episode, Chris has a crush on Ellen, a girl who has Down syndrome, and he works up the courage to ask her out after a harrowing experience in the woods.
I really like you. And I was wondering if maybe, you want to go out on a date with me.
You want me to be your girlfriend?
Shucks, I guess that's what I'm driving at.
However, things don't work out when the two go on a date, as Chris finds her to be too difficult.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Yeah.
Get up and finish your up for me.
Oh, goodness, I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's better.
Andrea F. Friedman, the actress who voices Ellen, has Down syndrome in real life, and the message of the episode is that people with Down syndrome are like everyone else, for better or for worse. Who has a child with Down syndrome? Several people, including Palin herself,
Yeah, I'm mad too. And I know I fucked up the damn that's how you move. I'm trying to do what I'm destined to do. Trying to take my life
That's all part of the human experience. It's what we're here to find out. And I bet you
Masita, me bañé, y all niggas playing like
stick up for his cousin, Brian Charles.
pop out, catch that nigga, try to run, we run it back. All you cocky turkey, you a dog.
Irresponsible Peter is, it isn't surprising that he's no good with money.
So perhaps you'd be interested in something every homeowner cannot be without. Volcano insurance. Go on. According to my uncle, who's a real whiz with volcanoes, volcano is coming this way.
When he's helped by accountant Max Weinstein, Peter assumes the man is good with finances because he's Jewish. Impressed with his Jewish friend, Peter pushes Chris to convert to Judaism in the hopes that becoming Jewish will provide Chris with a better life.
No, Lois. I'm gonna make Chris Jewish.
What are you talking about?
He thinks if Chris is Jewish, he'll become smart.
Various stereotypes about Jewish people are explored and poked fun at in this episode. Because of its subject matter, the episode was considered so controversial that Fox didn't air it until after it had already premiered on Adult Swim.
How much do you want to know?
You can't just buy a...
isn't hard to see why, with the jokes made at trans people's expense, including a subplot where Brian is horrified to discover Ida is trans after having hooked up with her.
Man, what do we call him now? We still call him Dan?
No, and I'm not crazy about the name game.
What is it, like Danielle or Dana?
No, Ida.
Number 1. Peter and Lois Griffin debate matters of life and choice. You needn't look any further than the title of the episode to see the amount of sensitivity Family Guy was going to give this subject. To help out a friend, Lois becomes a surrogate mother, but due to a tragedy, Lois has to choose whether or not to continue her pregnancy. However, Peter becomes opposed to terminating it, and the issue becomes contentious.
Now what the hell are you doing? Have you lost your mind?
Don't you worry, unborn fetus child. I am here to save you and protect you. I have seen your life.
The episode has one scene where the Griffin family debates the ethics of terminating a pregnancy, and as to be expected, Peter's opinions don't contribute anything to the conversation.
Carrying the baby to term would endanger the mother's life.
I don't know.
No arms and no legs.
You name it, Matt.
This episode is so controversial from the handling of the subject that it has never aired on Fox.
Okay, it's time to end things with a bang. I think we'll make that a point. Because Watch Mojo's got the most brutally hilarious Family Guy fights for you. Now, warning, these aren't for chickens. Actually, some of them are. Well, you'll see.
Why, you?
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Family Guy fights.
Alright, man. Okay, what is this? I got a plain Jane, though. Okay. I told you I started buying the plain Jane. Alright, so what is this? This is the... Alright, what? Man, so when we talk about feed the streets, this dude got a full diamond fork, knife, and napkin in the fork. Alright, man. Would you ever give your Oscar for Jumanji? Motherfuckers. If you don't think I deserve one for that performance, man, you are just like overlooking amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, when I was reading that, I was like, oh shit, he got an Oscar for Jumanji. You deserved it. So I'm sorry that was a joke. Would you ever give your Oscar for Jumanji? Motherfuckers. If you don't think I deserve one for that performance, you are just like overlooking. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, when I was reading that, I was like, oh shit, he got an Oscar for Jumanji. You deserved it. So I'm sorry that was a joke. Would you ever give your Oscar for Jumanji? Motherfuckers. If you don't think I deserve one for that performance, you are just like them. Overlooking amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, when I was reading that, I was like, oh shit, he got an Oscar for Jumanji. You deserved it. So I'm sorry that was a joke. Would you ever give your Oscar for Jumanji? Motherfuckers. If you don't think I deserve one for that performance,
Destroys Peter one-sided. The government gets decided.
Something I should have done a long time ago.
However, Lois shows bursts into the Oval Office with grenades, guns, lots of guns. Although the weapon is mostly missed their targets, the action is still engaging. The two investigators interested by using everything: knives, flamethrower, multiple intervention leads. Herbert versus Franz. Slow-mo. Joe versus Peter, Quagmire, and Cleveland. Really throw
good name.
So subsequently, it would lead to a generation of black men raised by their grandmas and their moms, just like me, creating a generation of sassy ass niggas. I don't know if you know this, but there's a civil war going on between old black dudes and young black dudes. Old niggas hate us. Any older cousin, uncle, nigga named Darnell, they don't want nothing to do with us. I came home for Thanksgiving wearing pink socks. This nigga spit stuffing out. Why all y'all gay? I was like, you just met my girlfriend, nigga. I don't even know how to answer that question. And it pisses me off that old niggas like, why y'all act like that? Why y'all weird? Why y'all act like that? Why y'all weird? The government.
Perception. I do a joke in front of all black people. And I said, black people are very interesting people because we deal with racism and perceptionism. I said, because we're very nervous flyers. Right? We don't like to get on planes. First thing we do when we get on the plane, we see who's flying this motherfucker. We look in the cockpit. If we look and see a black guy, we will stop and go, hey, how long you been flying, bro? Oh, you got your house with you? And that's the perception. And don't let a woman sit next to him. Oh, shit, we good? It could be a bright, sunny day. I said, how's the weather? Oh, we're good. As you're sitting in that seat, anytime you come up, same situation. You go in the cockpit, you see that white guy with soft hair and those aviators and his forearm hair like this, and it's storming outside. Shit, fly this shit through a hurricane. So it's the perception that we have to talk about. Perception. I do a joke in front of all black people, and I said, black people are very interesting people because we deal with racism and perceptionism. I said, because we're very nervous flyers, right? We don't like to get on planes. First thing we do when we get on the plane, we see who's flying this motherfucker. We look in the cockpit. If we look and see
Turn all my lights off.
we will stop. Hey.
All right.
You got your owls with you? And it's the perception. And don't let them.
buddy? Okay, with it.
Oh no! I think